My name is Glenn Roberts. I've been an ODA volunteer for 8 years now, since 2016. I first heard about ODA through my affiliation with Island Divers Hawaii, which has a partnership with ODA. And that's how I heard about ODA, and back in 2016 went on my first cleanup dive on Island Divers boat on an ODA charter. You know, it's just amazing how much it's grown, you know, since I started back then. What I'm impressed about, there's nobody else that does what we do at the scale we do it. So we're not necessarily out in the open ocean pulling up or removing giant ghost nets. I mean, we do that more in California than here in Hawaii, but it's the near shore reefs where most of the marine life lives. If you dive these reefs, you see how much debris is hung up on the reefs, the line, the lead, and you see all the marine, the animals, turtles, sharks, they've all got debris entangled. And you see turtles missing a flipper because the fishing line basically cut it off over time. So what we do is so important, and I can't think of a better way to spend my Sundays than helping to clean up debris under the sea, which is our motto. I dive every weekend here. I'm a dive master here, so I also work with people from visitors coming in, and everybody's so amazed by the beauty of our marine life here. But I also see how much debris is in the water. And it's not just derelict fishing gear, it's the plastic, it's bedding and other things, it's car parts. And all these things don't belong there, and that's our focus, is removing those, often with lift bags because they're too heavy to just pull up to the surface on your own. But I find that really gratifying, and I see when I go back to a dive site that we've been at on an ODA boat outing, I can see the difference the next time I'm there. That's what it really is all about for me. I think the most memorable story I have working with ODA is off of this really interesting dive site called Spitting Caves, which is where we often go because there's the most fishing debris there. We found a original GoPro Hero, GoPro Hero 1, and we threw it in the bucket along with a bunch of other junk. There's always a lot of spark plugs down there besides the fishing debris, a lot of beer cans. But we found a GoPro in a case, and one of our volunteers said, I think I can get the card out of that. Maybe I can get something off it. And it ended up being on the feature on the news that night because it had been down there for, gosh, 6-7 years. So that was the weirdest thing and the coolest thing by far. I think people should donate to ODA because it's so critical that we have the gear we need. And most of our volunteers bring their own dive gear, but it's the lift bags, it's the buckets, it's all the line, the tackle we use to pull up the heavy debris. It's paying for the boat charters because we'll have up to 15, 18 volunteers on one charter, and we'll pull up several hundred pounds of debris in 3 buckets full of debris. And those donations directly contribute to all those things we're able to do.